What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ricky Somborn, and today we're going to learn how to play Let's Fall in Love for Tonight by Finneas on the good old uke. But before we dive into this tutorial, make sure to hit that red subscribe button below. It looks a little bit like this. Click it if you haven't already, it will turn gray. Also, if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube, click the bell icon right next to the subscribe icon and you'll be notified. And the most important thing that you could do, and I would love you forever if you did this, is give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. That basically tells YouTube that, hey, this video is awesome. Let's share it out more within YouTube, and it just helps with the algorithm gods, and I would love you forever. And that's how we grow this channel. So do all those things. And finally, if you want, and you can still stand me after this video, make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's just at Ricky Somborn. We just reached 53,000 Instagram family members, and I would love for you to join if you haven't already. All right, enough with all that promo-y stuff out of the way. Let's get into this tutorial. So this song has 6 chords, and they're all fairly easy. The first chord that we're gonna need is the A. The next chord that we're gonna need is the C chord. The next chord that we need is the D minor chord. The next chord we're going to need is the D chord, F, and finally the G minor chord. So if you're like, Ricky, I know how to play those chords, let's move on into the video, into how we play it, or the mini play along, I got you. You can go ahead right here and click to wherever you want. Just skip to whatever section you want in this video. You're not gonna hurt my feelings if you do. I actually encourage it. But if you're like, Ricky, I don't know what a G minor is, or a C, or an F, don't worry, that is why this video exists. We're gonna go step by step on how to play each chord, and then we'll move on how to actually play the song, and then go to the mini play along. So if you're super new with uke and you want to learn how to play each chord, then just keep on watching. So before we dive into these chords, I do want to mention something really quickly in how we number the strings and frets. So if you don't know how to do this, or you don't know what they're numbered, listen up. This is going to be super beneficial for you when we're actually talking about where to put your fingers for each chords. So let's pick up our uke, and the top string is going to be the 4th string. The next one down is going to be the 3rd. The next one down is going to be the 2nd. And the last one at the bottom, we're going to number that the 1st. The next thing that I want to talk about is the frets. So as you can see these lines right here, so this is the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then so on. So if you want a little bit more time into sort of getting familiar with the uke and the frets and the strings, pause this video, take a look at your uke, make sure you feel comfortable with memorizing the actual numbers for the strings and the frets, and now let's move on to the actual finger positioning for each chord. So the first chord that we're going to learn is the A chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 3rd string, 1st fret, and then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the C chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my ring finger and I like to place it on the 1st string, which again is the bottom string, 1st string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the D minor chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then I take my middle finger and I place it over the top 2 strings, which is the 4th and the 3rd, on the 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the D chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my middle finger and I like to place it on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then I take my pointer finger and I place it over the top 2 strings, which is the 4th and the 3rd string, on the 2nd fret. So technically it's just the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string that you're placing your fingers on, and the bottom string is open on the 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the F chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to place my pointer finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then I like to take my middle finger and I like to place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. And last but not least, we're gonna learn how to play the G minor chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the first string, first fret. Then I take my middle finger and I place it on the third string, second fret. And then I take my ring finger and I place it on the second string, third fret, and it should sound like this. So those are all the chords that you need for this song. If you do, again, want to pause this video and just really get comfortable with the finger positioning for each chord, and also transitioning between each chord, that's going to be super beneficial when we move on to actually how we play this song. So again, pause this video, take your time, look at your fingers, look where they are positioned, sort of get comfortable with the positioning and sort of memorize where they should be. And now let's go ahead and see how we actually play this song. All right, so we've talked about the individual chords. Now let's learn how we're gonna actually play this song. And what you're gonna do for this one is you're just gonna pluck all the strings up. So I have the G minor chord down, and you're literally just gonna pluck twice. Pluck, pluck. So basically how I pluck is I have my thumb on the fourth string, my pointer finger on the third string, my middle finger is resting on the second string, and my ring finger is resting on the first string, and you're just literally plucking up twice. So it's gonna go G minor, pluck twice, then you're going to go to C, and then you're gonna go to D minor. So that's the intro. So if you do it a little bit quicker, it's just going to be. So also what I like to add just a little bit of flair is you go up, up. So you're gonna hit, so you're gonna go pluck, down, pluck. Just adds a little bit of flair. So again, pluck, down, pluck. So you kind of really wanna hit, I hit right by the sound hole, right here. So my fingernails just hit the wood and it makes that little tapping sound. So it just goes. So again, you're just literally just gonna pluck up for the entire song. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the actual finger picking for this song. Again, it's just plucking up twice. You can do pluck, hit, pluck. So one more time, in 3, 2, 1, pluck, hit, pluck. And that's it. So now that we've talked about chords and how we're actually gonna play this song, let's see how everything packages together in the mini play along. If you did want to see the full play along for this song, I'll link it right up here. I actually recorded it in my car because I was like, you know what, let's change it up for this one. We have a lot of time on our hands right now in the current state of the world. So I was like, I'm gonna film it in my car just because I've never done it before. And it turned out pretty awesome. So definitely go check that out, leave some love in that video. Again, link it up here and also link in the description. But yeah, let's see what the mini play along sounds like in 3, 2, 1. All right, so congratulations, you now know how to play Let's Fall in Love for the Night by Finneas on the good old uke. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. That would really help me out and I would love you forever and ever. Also, if you haven't already and you've watched this far, hit that subscribe button below. It looks a little bit like this. Click it, it will turn gray. Turn on post notifications if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video. And follow me on Instagram and all my socials. Again, they'll all be linked below. If you are interested in this specific uke, it is the Kala Mahogany Tenor Ukulele. This one is an absolute beauty. It has a sort of a glossy finish. So you can see the shine. Boom, look at that, beautiful. So this one is a tenor size, probably one of my favorites. Again, all of the information for this uke and also the strings, because it does have a low G, which gives it a little bit of a deeper sound. Will all be linked in the description, so if you're interested in getting yourself one of these, I highly recommend this one. This, I think, is my second uke that I ever got or bought with my own money, and it about 2 years ago, and I still keep this one. This is probably one of my favorites, so highly recommend this one, and it just sounds and looks really cool. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Go watch the full cover, link below, and I'll see you later when I see you. Alrighty, bye.